Are you struggling to stay positive? Do you often fall back to old habits of negative thinking? Do you always find comparing yourself with others? It can be psychologically challenging to look for things and to feel happy, but at the end of the day, you're just left with yourself. That's harsh. If these questions are bothering the life out of you, we are here to help. This video will mainly focus on how to find happiness in your daily life routine with secrets to happiness from Sadhguru. So, you better make yourself comfortable. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. What is happiness? First, let's try to figure out what happiness actually is. Happiness is an emotional state characterized by feelings of joy, fulfillment, satisfaction, and contentment. While happiness can be defined in various ways, it is frequently described as involving positive emotions and life satisfaction. When you are fundamentally joyful and don't have to do anything to be happy, every aspect of your life will change, including how you perceive and express yourself and the world. You will no longer have vested interests because you'll be able to be joyous with nature regardless of whether you do something or don't, whether you get something or don't, or whether something happens or does not happen. When you are naturally joyful, your actions will take on a whole new level. Now, let's discuss some ways towards a happy and contented life. 1. Being joyful is your fundamental responsibility. A human's first and most fundamental responsibility is to become a joyful being. Being happy is the most important and basic aspect of life. What else can you do with your life if you're unhappy? Only when you're content can other wonderful opportunities present themselves. Whatever you do, only your inner quality will be transmitted. That is the reality, and you should always embrace. You cannot do anything of tremendous value to the world unless something of true value occurs within you. So, if you are concerned about the state of the world, the first step is to transform yourself into a joyful being. 2. Realize that joy is your original nature. Whatever you pursue in life, whether business, power, education, or service, you do so because you have a deep-seated belief that it will bring you happiness. Every action we take on the planet stems from a desire to be happy because that is our true nature. You were simply happy when you were a child. That is your personality. The source of your joy is within you. You can control it. Other than those people who were manipulated, the true nature and purpose of every human being was to be happy and make others happy. So unless you embrace your true nature, your life will always be a roller coaster of worries and anxieties. 3. Put things in perspective. Did you notice how beautifully the sun rose this morning? Flowers bloomed, no stars fell, and galaxies were functioning normally. Everything is in working order. The entire cosmos is going wonderfully well today. But a worm of a thought worming through your head leads you to believe it is a bad day. Suffering occurs primarily because most people have lost sight of what life is about. Their psychological process has grown far larger than the existential process, or, to put it another way, you've elevated your petty creation above the Creator's creation. That is the root cause of all suffering. We have lost touch with what it means to be alive here. 4. See the mind for what it is. Your mind should always be what you are, not what other people want you to be. Having a good and positive mindset is going to go a long way. Even if people manage to get through your mind, use that and turn it into something positive. Positive mindset will lower your distress and pain level while giving you a positive attitude that will make you feel happy and alive, even if things aren't going great for you. You should always have a happy mind and a happy mood. So if someone passes you by, you feel the positivity within you. 5. Move from psychological to existential. When we speak of a spiritual process, we refer to the transition from psychological to existential. Life is about knowing the creation and experiencing it exactly as it is, not distorting it the way you want. Simply put, to move into existential reality, you must recognize what you think and feel is unrelated. What you believe is unrelated to reality. It has little application in real life. The mind is just churning out nonsense that you picked up somewhere else. So if you believe it is critical, you will never look beyond it. Our focus is naturally drawn to whatever you consider being important. If your thoughts and emotions are important, your full attention will be drawn to them. However, this is a psychological reality. That is unrelated to the existential. 6. Stop pursuing and start expressing. Today, we pursue happiness with such zeal that the planet's survival is jeopardized. It's not healthy to chase after happiness. Understand how to express your joy in the world. When you look back on your life, the most beautiful moments are when you are expressing your joy, not when you are seeking it. People remember you by your doings, not your thoughts. The better way to make this world a happy place is to disperse happiness. Believe me, nobody will think you're happy if you don't express it. Like love, happiness also needs to be expressed, otherwise you will only make yourself sad. So even if there's something going on inside you, you can just be happy about the fact that you're not alone in this world. There are about 1 million more people feeling what you feel, but are too afraid to express it. 7. Smile. Even if you're financially not stable, you don't have many friends, but the fact that you're alive should be enough for you to smile. Just think about it. There may have been some unfortunate people that breathed their last breath this morning and did not wake up. There might have been someone out there who didn't have the ability to walk or see anymore. You slept with a full belly last night and woke up with everything you had last night. This feeling should make you smile. So try to smile more often and wave everyone a good morning or good day to everyone. If your smile and greeting make someone else smile and greet back at you, then let me tell you, that is the most precious feeling in the world. So you can be thankful to what you have instead of sulking over something meaningless that you used to have. 8. Remind yourself to smile. It only takes an hour for many people to forget all of this, and their reptilian brain wants to bite someone. So give yourself a dose every hour as a reminder of the importance of life. If you're easily distracted, remind yourself every half hour. Every 5 minutes, remind yourself that you are horribly insensitive. It only takes 10 seconds to remind yourself. You could also do it in 2 seconds. I'm alive. You're alive. Is there anything else? It's odd to remind yourself to smile, because that's something you should do involuntarily. But since we live in this world where reasons to sulk are far more than reasons to smile, we recommend you to have someone in your proximity that reminds you to smile. 9. Transform what's within. At the moment, the quality of our life is not determined by the clothes you wear, the educational qualifications you hold, your family background, or your bank balance. Rather, the quality of your life is determined by how content and joyful you are within yourself. People who do not have food and are deprived of basic survival needs are undoubtedly physically miserable. That must be addressed. We must prioritize these things for such people. However, most people's needs are a never-ending list. Do you believe the man driving the car is happier than the man walking down the street? No. Your possessions do not determine it. It all depends on how they are at the time. 10. Stop the comparison with others. Comparison is something that kills the joy within us. So what if your neighbor has a Mercedes and you have a Corolla? So what if your friend is moving into a big house and you're stuck in the same old house? Who knows what kind of life your friend lives in that big house? The best way to deal with these comparisons and insecurities is to surround yourself with people who are grateful for what they have. If you have a roof over you, you should be grateful. If you work hard enough, you'll get there eventually. Those who rely on external circumstances to be happy will never experience true joy in their lives. It is definitely time to look inward and figure out how to create personal happiness. You can see from your own life experience that true happiness will only come to you if your interiority changes. So, these simple ways can help you find your inner happiness and peace. But remember, don't push it through. Forced happiness isn't happiness at all. What makes you happy? Do you have any tricks you want to share? Let us know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. Please share this video with your friends and family, and we sincerely hope this video makes some difference in your lives.